Hey guys, Sam APS-C here. As I promised in my last video, I was going to do a tutorial on how to install a smart switch. Ready? Alright, so in my last tutorial I talked about this GoControl smart switch as an option to control your light. So my daughter in her room, I'm in her room right now, she recently got a Google Home. She actually got the Google Home Mini. It was on sale. Once she was done playing around with it and playing music on it, she wanted to control her lights. And so her first question was, how do I make it control my lights? So similar to some of you, you may have that same question and you just don't have any idea how to control your lights. Here it is. So you need a smart light switch like this. This is the GoControl smart switch plus dimmer, because her room currently has a dimmer as well, a dimmer switch as an on-off switch combination dimmer. So that's what I like about this GoControl from Amazon. I got it for $32. It has a dimmer built in as well. This actually costs about the same price as this. I believe this dimmer switch is actually $29, and it's not a smart switch. So you're not, if you have a dimmer switch that you want to replace, getting a smart dimmer switch, there's only a couple of dollars difference there. Other brands of smart dimmer switch, you can get a GE brand. They are a little bit more expensive. I think they're around $42 versus $32. I'm gonna put the link down to this guy below in my video. I make a little bit off of the purchase. It's not much, but it does contribute to this channel. It doesn't cost you guys anything. So if you guys are looking for smart switches or anything on Amazon, I'd appreciate if you guys use the link below. So first, before we begin, just know that this does require a neutral. So keep that in mind. If you don't have one, or if you don't know if you have one or not, or if you're not comfortable working around electrical wires, you may want to hire an electrician to do this. I'm not taking any responsibility. Just know that right off the bat. The other thing you can do is really easy. Is you can actually just replace the lights with a smart bulb. You can replace, they're around $14. You can get them for less sometimes, but that may be an option for you if you don't want to wire or replace the switch. You just replace your light bulb. The only downside to that is, of course, someone turns off the switch, you're not going to be able to control the light bulb. Okay, so let's get started. Let's talk about a couple things that you should have on hand before you get started. Definitely have a screwdriver, because you're going to need that. And you're going to need one of these guys. This is or I recommend this, highly recommend this. This tests for live circuits. So the first thing you need to do is turn off the circuit to your room, to this switch. You're going to test with this to make sure it's really off before you actually start your electrical work. So I was able to turn off the breaker to her room. Yep, lights are off. Let's talk a couple things. I think I already told you need a screwdriver. The other thing you may need, depending on if we were able to reuse the old one, is a wire nut connection. So something like this here. Pick these up for, you can pick these up for a few dollars in a smaller. You don't have to buy the whole box, but you can buy them in. I think they come in pack of 3, so you can also do that. Anyway, so we're gonna remove the cover. Alright, before we start reaching in there with our bare hands, we're going to use this to see if there's any live circuits. If there is, it'll start to beep and it'll turn red. Alright, we're pretty good. No live circuits. Let me get you a closer view. So this switch is going to need a neutral wire. So the neutral wire is going to be white. So here we go. So here's the white neutral wire. We have, hard to tell, but we have a black right here, which is the load. So that's the hot wire there. And then, so the hot wire goes to the switch, and then this is also a hot wire. It's black, but once you flip the switch, it will electrify this wire, which will provide power to your lights. So I've got the old switch removed, and this is what we're dealing with here. We have a This is the hot wire. Once it's energized, that leads to the lights, your lights. This is the ground, and this is the neutral. You're actually going to need to use all 4 of those wires. A regular switch will only need to use these 2, which one hot and one hot when it's energized to the lights. The neutrals are here. It doesn't actually use the neutral wire, but because this requires power to it at all times, that's why it requires a neutral wire. So a little bit about this Go controller. It's able to, the maximum load on here, it says is 500 watts. 500 watts, so you want to make sure that you're not going to overload this, but if you're only controlling a handful of lights, 500 watts shouldn't be a problem. Like I said, we have 4 wires. Here are the wires. We have the black for the load. We have the blue, which is actually going to connect to the black wire that leads to your lights. We have white, which is going to connect to your neutral, and we have green, which is going to connect to your ground wire. We're going to go ahead and put everything back, go downstairs and turn on the circuit breaker. Now when you're shoving everything back in here, just be quite careful that as you're doing it, none of the wires come off. Alright, I'm back. Got the circuit breaker back on. The lights are working. Yep. These are great because just to dim the lights, or you just press and hold down will dim, press and hold up will turn up your lights. Tap them once and they'll turn off, tap them again, they're turned back on. So it works great. It works like a normal switch, except it's a smart switch, so you can control it with your smart assistant, whether that's Alexa or Google. Alright, the next step is to actually get this set up in your Google Home app. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is go to my smart things and go ahead and add the new device. It's pretty straightforward. I already have smart things set up, so all I need to do is go into my smart thing app and click add a thing, and the new device should show up. It takes a little bit of time for it to scan for the new device, but there we go, we found it. So I'm just going to click on it, provide it a custom name if I want to. I'm going to just say Kaylee's room, Kaylee's bedroom, and that's pretty much it. Then the next thing you need to do is go into your Google Home app, go to Home Control. It's going to show your device. You're going to click the plus button here to add a new device. You're going to scroll down, and this is important. You want to scroll down and you're going to select Smart Things, Smart Connect, Samsung's Connect, sorry. You're going to go ahead and log into your Smart Thing account. Once you do that, you'll get all of your devices. Alright, let's give it a try. Hey Google, turn on Kaylee's light. Hey Google, turn off Kaylee's light. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below. It does make a difference. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe for more content like this. The next video I'm going to do is I'm actually going to review another smart speaker or a smart assistant. Look forward to that. Alright, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on the next video.